boy, the man, the myth, the legend, the anomaly, Dwayne O'Neal Robinson, back at it again with another YouTube video. Listen, if this is your first time, click onto my channel or onto one of my videos. I want to welcome you to D-Space. This is a space and a place for you to gain positivity, motivation, and inspiration all through the means of laughter. And I strongly implore you to click on that subscribe button and to click on that bell. Therefore, every time I upload, which is every single Thursday, you will be notified. And to my original subscribers, thank you so much for your love and for your support. All right, guys, y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Black History Fact and cut. So today's Black History Fact that I will be presenting to you is truly a hidden gem and is coming from the world of journalism. The individual that was the first White House correspondent, her name is Miss Allison Dunnigan. And in 1947, she became the chief of the Associated Negro Press. And in 1961, she finally got recognized by President John F. Kennedy when he answered one of her questions. Ladies and gentlemen, this swept the nation, and she finally had her star moment as a correspondent within the White House. It was such a big thing that Jet magazine came out with a headline that swept the nation, stating, "Kennedy in, Negro reporter finally gets her first answer in 2 years." This Black History Fact is truly important because it shows that Miss Dunnigan had a passion for journalism. She loved to write. She loved the art of communication. So she never gave up on her dream. She never gave up on her passion. She never gave up on her vision. She stuck it through and she broke history and barriers, being not only the first African American, but the first woman to be a White House correspondent and changing the game of journalism. So let this be a lesson to you. Never to give up on your dreams, never to give up on your visions, and make sure you make your dream and visions into reality. I hope you learned something today and you enjoyed this Black History Fact. All right, everybody, the topic that I will be discussing today is known as the 72-hour rule. So check it. The 72-hour rule to me is very, very practical and very, very intriguing on how our brains work, on how our brains basically break down information and condense it and dissect it, okay? So I'm gonna be talking about psychology 101, but I'm not a psychologist, okay? So don't hold me to it. I'm just bringing out a very interesting theory, all right? And I wanted to bring it to your attention so therefore you could apply it to your lives, because since you're a part of the D-Space community, you're all successful people, and a lot of successful people use this 72-hour method. So the 72-hour rule is basically not to make any decisions, okay, unless it is after the 72nd hour. Let's say you're really faced with something that you have to deal with, right? It could be a big purchase, or it could be a life change, or it could be something that got you really elated and happy about and is really weighing on your emotions in a good way, or it could be weighing on your emotions on a negative way, and it has caused you to get upset and enraged, and someone is really grinding your gears, all right? It is best, that scientists say in this theory, not to respond or to make a decision until after the 72nd hour. Why? Basically, with Psychology 101, they say on the right side of the hemisphere of our brain is the creative side and the emotional side. The left side of our hemisphere is where now we focus on the logic and our reasoning, the facts. And in the middle is our frontal lobe, right? Which doesn't develop until at least within our 25th, 26th year of life, depending on male or female. Males are a little bit slower than females, but it's okay. We all mature and become adults someday. So here's the thing. So you see, you got the creative emotional side on the right. You got the logical factual side on the left. And in the middle, you got the frontal lobe, which helps you to make the decisions, right? Pretty interesting, basic biological psychology stuff, right? So you got me, you follow me. Great, good, wonderful. Now, here's the thing. Imagine you get upset, right? Somebody has slaughtered your character and stated something to you that was absolutely out of order, and you are enraged. At that point in time, it's best for you to walk away and not respond to that individual, because right then and there, within those 24 hours, your right side of your brain is going to be picking up on your emotions full throttle. You're gonna be ticked. You're gonna want to vent. You're gonna want to really lay in on them and tell them what's on your mind. However, do not do that, because you're going to be acting on emotions. And we, a part of the D space community, are successful individuals, and a lot of successful individuals use this method. Now, after the 24 hours, your emotions are going to digress a little bit. And moving into the 48th hour, you're going to be in that middle space, right? Where you're going to be figuring out, your emotions and leaning into the logical side of reasoning, right? So boom, now by the 72nd hour, your logic is already kicked in, and you're breaking things down, and you're making a plan, and you're like, look, this is how I'm going to deal with the situation. All right, this is how I'm going to move forward. And then boom, you can make a decision, and you can make your decision known to everyone around you. Therefore, you're thinking clearer and precisely, and you're not very emotional, but you are passionate in what you're saying, and that you're getting your point across in the most respectful, eloquent manner as possible. Okay, so it's best to wait 72 hours. Like, something may happen, and at first it's like a big deal, but then you notice like 2-3 days later it fades away. That's why. That's the theory. This is the 72-hour rule. It's best to respond when? After the 72nd hour. It's best to make a decision when? After the 72nd hour. It's best to move and shake when? 3 days after the fact. Okay? So when people say, oh, let me sleep on it. Oh, let me think about it. Oh, let me discuss it with my wife or with my husband. Or I need some time to just ponder on it. Listen, weigh your options between those 72 hours. 9 times out of 10, you already know what decision that you're going to make within the 48th hour, but it becomes more concrete and solidified in the 72nd hour. Listen, that's the best advice that I could give to you today, and information that I wanted to share with you on this terrific Thursday. Comment below if you agree, and if you ever experienced this 72-hour rule. I love the number 3. I think 3 is a great number because I was born on the 3rd. So, God was, died on the first day, was risen on the 3rd day, so I just love the number 3. But anyways, comment down below on how you feel about the 72-hour rule. Do you think it's good? Do you think it's practical? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's a waste of time? Do you believe in it? Do you don't believe in it? Talk about it down below. I definitely appreciate your feedback and reading your comments. And if you have not done so, make sure you click that subscribe button and that bell. Therefore, every time when I upload on every Thursday, you will be notified. Thank you so much, and I see you guys next week, Thursday. Peace.